Hey guys, this is part 2. If you haven't checked out part 1, go check that out first.
He complained about this marriage the entire ride from Riverwood. Now look at him.
The gods love to reward a fool.
Uncle.
Isn't he a
I
fool?
love him. I love him. And he's a damn fool.
Don't
Why-
you drink,
why
Lord
not?
Bolton?
Never do, my lady. Dulls the senses.
That's the point.
She's finally starting to like you.
And
Finally.
I like her. But if she had her way, I would be back in Volantis playing my harp, and you would be sitting over there, eating blackberries out of Rosalind Frey's hand.
Perhaps I've made a terrible mistake.
What?
Striking your king is an act of treason.
They're so playful. It's kind of cute.
No, don't.
Yeah, don't flaunt it in front of them.
They are not yet man and wife. A sword needs a sheath.
Wow. Ha ha ha.
And the wedding needs a bedding.
Let us bed them.
I don't think she's completely ready for that. The look on her face. What? This is what the betting ceremony is? That would have been terrifying for Sansa. Are you kidding me? Talissa's face, she knows this is just kind of horrific.
Poor girl.
Every bride suffers the same. I'm sure you endured yours with grace.
Oh, Ned forbade it.
Of course he did.
He said it wouldn't be right if he broke a man's jaw on our wedding night.
Aw, Ned.
That is a very strange custom.
Yeah.
I suppose it does seem strange from a foreigner's perspective.
But if it's a boy, I know what we should name him.
Oh, do you?
Oh.
It seems to me the father should have some say in his son's naming.
Eddard.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
Don't you want to teach little Ned Stark how to ride horses?
Oh.
I do.
That's sweet. Is she finally coming around? Wait. Why did they close the door? Wait. Is that the song? I'm getting so nervous now. What the heck's going on?
If I tell you it's over, it's over.
The soldiers.
Turn this cart around.
Oh, no.
And get the hell out of here.
No, no, no.
Pig's feet too.
Did she leave? She left?
Shown you the hospitality you deserve. A wedding gift.
Chainmail? Oh no, no, no! Oh! No! Talissa, oh, oh no. No. You. She's dead. Talissa's dead. Let him out, let him out. Like Grey Wind out. No.
It's too late.
Talissa, Rob, and Catelyn, I think they're all... Rob... Oh, she's dead already. Come on, survive this and get revenge on all these... Oh.
I swear it by the all gods and you. We will take no vengeance.
You already swore me one oath right here in my castle. You swore by all the gods your son would marry my daughter.
Take me for a hostage. But let Rob go. Rob, get up. Get up and walk out. Please.
come on.
Let him go, or I will cut your wife's throat.
I'll find another.
Mother.
The Lannisters send their regards.
What little revenge. What the hell? No music at all. Holy crap. Wow, guys, I can't believe what I just saw. I just feel like completely empty right now. I think when Ned died, I was in shock and really sad, but yeah, I just feel like empty right now. And the show was like head faking us at the beginning of the episode too, guys. They were making all these plans to take over Casterly Rock. It would have been this huge victory that would have changed the course of all 7 kingdoms. And the show was just building up to something big, and they were just like, psych. And I felt all along that Walder Frey would try to get revenge or restitution, but I didn't expect it so soon, and I didn't expect it to be so graphic. That scene of Talissa being stabbed over and over again is just going to be burnt into my mind forever. I kind of feel like Rob did when he got up back off the ground. Yeah, I've said this before. He just looks empty. Not even angry or sad, just broken. And, I mean, I guess the Starks' belief system is that they will see each other in the afterlife. Roderick said he was off to see Bran and Rickon's father before Theon executed him. So, hoping that's true, and they're all just happy together. Ned is reunited with Catelyn, gets to meet Talissa and his grandson, Eddard, or granddaughter with another name. He can tell Robb how proud he is of him, and they can all know that their other children are still alive and doing okay. I don't know, guys. I'm just grasping at straws here. The Stark family is in ruins. Alright, I'll be back with more in a bit after I edit this damn episode. This cursed frickin' episode. Alright. Alright, guys. It's almost a whole day later since I finished watching that episode. And I finished editing. And I just still don't feel good, guys. This is horrible. The whole first half of the episode was great and happy, too. So, it was too happy. I should have known something bad was going to happen. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion because you could tell Catelyn knew something was wrong, and then they just kept dropping hints, and I just couldn't do anything to stop it. Ah. All right, I'm gonna focus on. I'm not gonna focus on that for a bit. Just let's talk about the rest of the episode first. In Essos, you could tell Jorah was wary of Daario, not only from a military standpoint, but also as a threat for Daenerys' heart. He was trying to trip him up by asking if only Daario's men went to see Yonkai's bedslaves and not Daario himself. But Daario had a response ready: a man cannot make love to property. When he says that, Jorah kind of looks at him and then looks at Daenerys to see what her reaction is. And Daario saying that Jorah's suspicion of him possibly leading him and Grey Worm to the slaughter was just some fancy words. Like, it's BS. He was just saying, like, that having a suspicious mind is a sign of dishonor. It does not mean that at all. It could mean you've been bitten before. It could mean you have something so dear to you that you want to protect at all costs, and it makes you super paranoid about every possibility that might take it away from you. And, yes, Sir Barristan is the Queen's guard now, so he can't go on important missions. That doesn't seem like the most useful thing for him to do. I mean, considering Dario got to Daenerys while she was bathing, like, was he really doing his job? Isn't he better as a soldier than as, like, a bodyguard? But the part of the fight we got to see with Jorah, Grey Worm, and Dario was super cool. Very different weapons and very different fighting styles. And when Jorah and Grey Worm came back, Jorah is so happy. He proved himself in battle and on the field, and surviving crazy odds, and took the city. But then Daenerys asks if Dario made it, and Jorah's face drops just so much. I know Jorah will still fight for Daenerys, even if she will never love him and be with him, but he's just going to be a sad little puppy the entire time. I feel bad for him. At the gift, Bran's abilities are evolving, so he has premonition, warging, and now he's even able to warg into other humans. Well, first he was just like, Hodor, stop Hodoring, which is a great line. But then he wargs into him and basically knocks him out. No one else is able to do that. So that seems kind of overpowered. Like, what if you warg into Tywin Lannister, have him like set up an explosive, and then warg out right before it blows? It's so broken. Though I imagine there's like some sort of proximity thing, so you have to be close enough to do that. We finally had some speaking lines from Rickon, and he immediately gets taken off by Asha. Bran was like, off with you, stop stealing my screen time. So Asha, Rickon, and Shaggy Dog are off to Castle Black, while Hodor, Jojen, Mira, Bran, and Summer head further north. I do hope that Asha gets to see Bran again. That was a really touching moment when they separated. But yeah, almost every time someone says goodbye in this show, I'm like, and they never saw each other again. And at first I was joking, because it was the first time was Ned saying goodbye to Jon Snow. But yeah, Ned never saw any of his sons after leaving the North. Catelyn never saw any of her children other than Robb after leaving the North. That makes me sad that Ned told her there was no time, or it was too risky to see the girls when Catelyn came to King's Landing. And then Robb never saw his siblings after riding south to save Ned either. They never got to meet Talissa or congratulate them on their marriage. It's all too sad. Also at the gift, Jon hasn't forgotten his honor and can't bring himself to kill the horse breeder. It was probably both not wanting to betray the Night's Watch and also not wanting to kill an innocent. He just couldn't do it. It was such a shame though. Jon, Bran, and Rickon were so close. Being reunited for just one moment with their family would have been just so good for their morale. Bran saved Jon though by warging into Summer. It was quite nice to see Orell die. Not a fan. But his body died, but then he warged into that bird. Does that mean he's still alive as that bird, like, forever? Or will he fade from the bird's consciousness eventually? Or maybe he's just a bird until he dies? Or maybe, can he warg into another animal and just live forever, basically? I don't know. Ygritte defended Jon, but he essentially abandoned her. I don't think the wildlings will hold it against her too much, but this is not the way I wanted to see things go for them. Dang it, I really don't want to do this, but alright, back to that bridge, the frickin' bridge. There was a happy part with the bridge. Edmure was just like, oh my god, is she ugly? Is she ugly? Oh, she hot! It's very amusing, if very shallow at the same time. Maybe find out if you even like her personality before being so happy about it. I don't even know what happens to him after this. Like, the Freys have to kill or capture him too, right? Like, you can't... yeah. Tywin was right all along. The North hate each other almost as much as they hate the Lannisters. Robb wound up being an excellent military mind, but a pretty shitty political one. So he won every battle, but lost the war because he couldn't keep his own people together. Sending Theon to barter with Balon, that was the first big mistake. Beheading Karstark and losing half his forces. Making him have to trust Walder Frey. And then not even suspecting for a moment he might be working with the Lannisters, especially given how reluctant he was to help you in the first place. Granted, I didn't see the Lannister thing happening either, but I wasn't raised and taught to rule anything. We saw Roose Bolton send Jaime back to King's Landing, so we knew he wasn't 100% loyal, but I thought he was looking out for himself in case Robb lost, rather than just like becoming a full-on backstabbing traitor. And Walder Frey and Roose Bolton probably orchestrated this for political points with the Lannisters as well. I'm not clear who the leader of the Riverlands were before this, but Tywin might give the Freys more control of the territory, if not outright control of it, and he'd probably give the North to Roose Bolton too. Oh man. Brienne, once again, doesn't have anyone to serve. She's gonna be crushed. The list of people she has to avenge is going to get longer and longer. She made Catelyn promise not to get in her way when she had a legitimate chance at Stannis. Now she has the Freys to contend with. I can't believe that she won't be involved with their downfall somehow. I can't see her serving the Lannisters no matter what, even with how her and Jaime have bonded. And Jaime was tasked with reuniting Sansa and Arya to their mother, but she's gone now. Like, Winterfell is not held by the Starks anymore. Where can Sansa return to that's safe? And Robb went into that wedding kind of a war hero, having never lost a battle, and it didn't matter. I don't know if history will even remember him. And Grey Wind, so powerful, so threatening, killed in a cage like it was nothing. Catelyn died not knowing whether the rest of her sons and daughters were safe. Arya had to know. Arya had to watch, knowing her family was being slaughtered, and there was nothing she could do about it. Where does she go now? Like, where does the Hound take her? Where does Sandor Clegane take her? He doesn't really have any... He really can't get any money from giving her to anybody now. Unless it's the Lannisters, and I don't think he would be willing to do that. That actually makes me think, why was Sansa the key to the North anyway? Tywin always planned on taking out Robb, and if he did, he could just appoint whoever the heck he wants to look after Winterfell, couldn't he? I mean, I guess there are people who would still be loyal to Sansa and the Starks, so even after almost everybody else gets wiped out. So even if she isn't the heir, she's important, I guess. So never mind. But I guess this way worked out fine for Tywin. I guess never mind also about what I said before about giving the North to Roose Bolton, who will probably give him, like, the commanding role until Sansa and Tyrion's son come of age. Yeah, that would be what I would do, I guess. Anyway, who is gonna get revenge on the Freys? Someone has to do it, please. I won't be satisfied until it happens. Like I said before, Brienne, she's gonna be after them a little bit, I think. Having Arya or Jon Snow do it, or be part of it, would be very fitting too. Maybe have Bran level up and like warg into 5,000 animals at once and just rip everybody apart. Man, this was really traumatic though. Like, what day in the week did this episode air back in the day? Or back in whatever year it came out? How many people called in sick for work the next day? You know that gif from Survivor where two women are like, and one guy is just like... I'll edit that in actually. That's what I imagine the fan base was like back then. Like, people watching the show without reading books are the two women and being like complete shock, and the book readers are just smiling like, feel our pain. That's also what you guys are probably like with me right now. Yeah, I mean, the more I thought about this episode, the more it just messes me up. I just wasn't ready to see any of them go. I mean, I knew Robb would probably die at some point, but I wanted him to die a legend and go down in history as one of the greatest leaders of all time. I wanted Catelyn to see her kids again, to make amends with Jon Snow at some point. I wanted Robb and Talissa to visit her parents, and I wanted their child to survive this. Man, I quit this show. I'm kidding. Man. But yeah. 5 direwolves, guys. 5. Am I still a sweet summer child? Please say no. I can't handle it getting any worse from here. Actually, don't tell me whether or not I'm still a sweet summer child. I don't want. I think that would give me like expectations for what would be coming up. And yeah, if moderators, if you see that, just remind people not to say something like that. But yeah, I'm secretly hoping all of you are still sweet summer children yourselves, because the final season will destroy all of us. You know what? After the next episode, I'll record a video about mental health, because honestly, this shit was so traumatic. Alright. Hey guys, I'm coming to you from the future. My hair is different, I got a haircut already, but before I end the video, my friend Larry and his brother have been hard at work on this game called Bomber Barn. It's a modern take on Bomberman, and it is so much fun. I have probably only played 2 other multiplayer games in my life that are as fun. It's got adorable animals and great gameplay. If you guys want to check it out, I have a very short highlights video of a gaming session we had about a week ago right here. Definitely check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my misery at this episode. If you want to catch the next 3 episodes, make sure to check out early access option on Patreon and the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye, friends.